be here. I'm just clicking to make sure, well, I'm live in the places I need to be. I chose the topic of judgment for this evening because, well, I have been wrestling with it all day and actually even yesterday. I started to, well, I didn't do my read yesterday because of judgment. And and even in this morning, I was reminded of things, and then just looking in the world today, um, in judgment and everything you even see on social media and on the news and is just judgment. Good evening, Jen. Thank you. Thank you. Is also graciously letting me fill in for her this evening. Um, just because, well, I haven't been able to get out of my own way all day. And I really wanted, well, I just felt this need, this call to really actually speak about it. I'm actually even going to just maybe even tag some friends in here. And see if they just want to show up. But so, first of all, again, Linda Carpenter, Divinely Loved Spiritual Development Group. Our website is divinelyloved-tarot.com. Divinely Loved with a D, tarot.com. We are graciously underneath Mike Ramblin from Rambling Mike, Ramblin Nation, who just really, well, he has so much love and an abundance of energy. And you should always check out his page, Ramblin Nation, Ramblin Mike on YouTube as well. And look what he has all about there and what he has to say. And a lot of it is really, really good. Well, actually, all of it is. So I'm just going to throw that out there. But, anyways, judgment. I wanted, even when we see a judgment card, sometimes we're so quick to, well, to judge. And I just decided to look at it today, and it just really kept coming up for me no matter what, emotionally, physically. This morning, Facebook was so gracious to remind me that a year ago I was asking for help to keep my studio open. And also to remind me that the year before that, it was really beautiful. And all of those things and having to let go. Um, and lots of times I think, it's the judging. Do we have the makeup on? Is our space right? Is this right? Is the setting where it's supposed to be? Can you hear me? Is the background noise too loud? Is it the right timing? So many different things. And so when I started going through this process, and I may even have to pull it up on my phone. So the first thing, is like, what does the Bible say about judgment? And there's the two different judgments, and then philosophically, and then oh my gosh, we could go down an entirely different wormhole when we wanted to look at it from a philosophy standpoint, and then an entirely different one from an ethics point. But I realize we're always saying, it's in this moment, it's in these actions and in these inactions that really goes where we're going next. And well, judgment sometimes really plays a huge role in all of that. Judgment about everything. And well, I'm going to try to stop. And I mean, yeah, I'm going to try to stop with the judgment. I'm going to try to stop making decisions based on judgment and just really enjoy living. Enjoy living and doing the very, very best. And I really kind of would like and invite all of you um, to try to do the same. And let me know. Let me know. Is it hard for you? Is it easy for you? You know, before I even came on, I walked in and there was the news and it was upsetting. And there's a comment made, and immediately I make another comment. I just mouth it off, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is judgment. And I don't want to do that. It's not my place. It is really, it's not my place. And if it's not my place, then well, really, then it's no others, right? Except for the divine. And even in there, it is in a place of love. It's not in it's not how can I politely say this? Not within the religious spectrum. If you really wanted to look into the Bible, there's two types of judgment, and it really speaks even louder in volumes when you go into it deeper. If you really choose to read in those words and everything else without the guidelines, restrictions, and judgments of society points that we've been instilled in. I personally have been instilled in at 50. I'm 50 years old, and I live in judgment at times, and it's frightening. It's saddening, and it really is putting me in my own way. And I'm so that's why I said I'm making that point to do that. And because of that point, there'll be a whole bunch of a lot of other changes that well will be coming up. And I'm gonna be really excited about those. I am excited about them, and I'm actually excited really about this read as well because I was asking first for myself, what should I be doing this read on? Should I be doing it on the judgment? And I had one flyer, I pulled one other card, and I stopped because the flyer was the Wanderer really beginning and going on. And that's really in my end today. I'm just wandering and about so many different things and really um, what I'm going to choose to allow to drive me, really officially drive me um, with my passions. And then, and there's my dog saying, yes, you absolutely should do that. And you should ask them to please just stop barking. And I'm sorry about that, guys. And that's probably one of the reasons why I also did not go on last night was the dogs. But the second card that I pulled was the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is about action and acting now, to do it now and not wait. And so I put down the cards and I turned on my computer, and here I am. Excuse me. So now that you know where that went and that just occurred, I'm going to turn off my keyboard, put it out of the way. The dogs are coming in and out. Luckily, it's National Dogs Day, and I love my doggies. They are my puppies, very large puppies who, have been spoiled over this. I think lots of other pets have as well, probably in the world. And again, Judgment. So I'm going to shuffle the cards here. I'm going to see what it has to say. And by it, I mean the universe, really. All of our teachers, all of our guides, our loved ones, our masters, the creator, the source, whatever you want to choose to call it, the one, um, uh, all of it that energetically encompasses within and around, um, and really to get their guidance. And what can we learn? What can we learn as a collective, um, to improve ourselves, to improve our paths, which is what are our highest paths forward here, um, during this lifetime, here, um, during this time on this planet. And what can it teach us so that we can be in alignment with our true selves and what we are supposed to be here for. And I'm already getting the goosebumps. Here, standing up. Collective from the top. Yes. No. So 2 stacks I'm going to be eliminating. And yes, I'm communicating with my Black Obsidian pendulum for this evening. Oh, hi, Robert. How are you this evening? Thank you so much for joining. All right. Ah, the first card, the Knight of Coins, or the Knight of Pentacles, how we, depending on the deck, this deck, the Uncommon Tarot, is the Knight of Coins. And, this is really about being in that prosperity. I got this card the other day as well. Uh, and I always look at the grace and the strength of the elephant with the full moon about it, with the lotus flower very much above in the reflection and holding it here. And when we're looking at all of these things, it's really about the reliability and on the authenticity. So that this is our first card with regard to my question on what can we learn about judgment um, that is just full within our society today. So that is our first card, and Luna is over there working, and I'm just going to ask her to please be quiet. Um, wow, I know Mike doesn't like fives, and I'm just gonna have to ask Luna. Luna, please be quiet. Please. Yes, the whole world does not know. And she's talking. The next card is well, it's the Five of Swords, and which is defeat. And I'm not really I'm just really unsure on this. I also think it's because Luna has distracted me, maybe. And I'm just going to keep going and figure it out. And then we're going back in. We're going back into this Page of Coins, which is to practice and to study, which really is about living within that, right? Living within that best path. And like I said, I just have to practice with myself and keep going forward there. But we're going to go from there and see. Know that we come into the King of Cups, and it's you know, this is the emotional mastery. This is really love in itself, which is, well, that's a magnificent outcome for me, right? If we choose to live in the course of our highest path without judgment. And so I will go into that maybe even a little bit further in a moment, but I'm really happy to see this King of Cups, even after that defeat, which I really almost want to say it's overcoming it. And then when we do so, we go into this great abundance where we're in here with the reward and the flow of the energy. I am, I don't know if anybody else is watching, but my hair is standing up. And some of that is really what this is for. And then going even further into the Knight of Wands and being courageous and ambition and enthusiasm and that excitement. And I think I have been kind of missing that because, well, judgment and all of those other things. And really coming back into that is just really something beautiful. And it's even more this lightness in my heart. And I want to say that it's almost like affirmation. Definitely affirmation. Just keep going. All right. And then, oh wow. And then we're coming into the Seven of Wands, which is really about courage. We have we have the tiger here, really, really, really standing ground. Also within the light, really, if you look at standing ground within the light and being courageous to move forward. Because even if you're going to choose to move forward with the intention of living life to the fullest and within your purpose and without judgment, that doesn't mean everybody else around you is going to. So But that's where we have to really just stand our ground if we really want to have this path and this flow of energy. Mm. And then we come into the Three of Coins or the Three of Pentacles. And I really, I don't know, I like this one because it is work. And I look, when I'm looking at this picture, I think of women carrying around the huge jugs of water on their heads, the work that it takes, but the balance and almost the ease that they do it within. And even in here, it's almost within this spiral upward moving. So it's the development, it's the growth, it's another affirmation from Luna, who is about to start barking again because she's not getting any attention. And oh wow. And then we come into the Priestess here, really coming into our own here, really looking into that guidance. Being in this place where you have the magic, the fruitfulness, and I have a puppy in my lap giving me something. You want to jump on, Luna, so they can see you? You want to come up so they can see who everybody's making the noise? Huh? You want to pop your head up? Come here. Pop your head up. Come say hi. Yes. So this is Luna. And yes, she's a puppy. And she apparently wants a lot of attention. So thank you for saying hi. And I will be done shortly. I promise. Well, at least you know who's making all the noise. Her brother is over there just chilling out, resting. And then we go back into the Priestess and we go into the King. And the King of Coins, where there's always this sense of responsibility that comes with it. I'm really trying to avoid the sense of wealth because I really think that judgment comes into play a lot when it comes to that term as well here. But of course, there is that flow and everything with it. All right, I'm sorry, baby. I shouldn't have called. I should not have asked her to come up. All right, I know. I know. Okay. But see, we're still finishing the cards. Nope, 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 nope. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Here you go. Oh. And then we come into the Queen of Cups, where there's this empathy and this, the connection with the intuition and everything else. But if you see on her face, there's that little bit of sadness and I think that has a lot to do with, well, it has a lot to do with that, especially if you work, well, if you're a pleaser and if you really are empathic. You're super sensitive, and the world is well. There are lots and lots of beautiful things in the world. There are lots and lots of beautiful things. I'm going to leave that at that for the positivity. And I just don't. I don't understand why I'm getting the Five of Wands here, which is It's this competition. It's the Five of Wands. I've had this before. I've even discussed how in here the birds are so busy fighting over the serpent that they both lose out. And well, lucky for the serpent that gets away, right? Oh, hi, Linda. I'm sorry. Hi. Jackie's saying hi to me, and I'm saying back hi to her, but I'm reading my name. Yes, there are lots of beautiful things in the world, and I'm really reminding myself of that. So I don't really know why I'm sensing that, except that I do know that we are on this topic of judgment. There is all this competition in the world, and within that judgment too, what level of success, what is success, and everybody, um, all these different things. What is wealth? What isn't wealth? What is abundance? What is lack of abundance? Blah 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 blah, and it can just go on. They were beautiful. And then I go in and I'm just rambling on as the stuff keeps coming out of my mouth, and I'm coming into this hermit, um, which is really in a place of contemplation, really, and actually going back where, even when the page of coins, where we were talking about studying and practicing and really reviewing, and when we're going into ourself, we stop listening to all the blah 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 blahs. And there's nothing else from here. Okay. And then we get through all of that. We go into the visionary, the King of Wands, um, here with our lion as we're coming very close to the end of the Lion's Gate. A couple of more days coming in with the moon. Um, and we really have this, and I like, the wands are, it's fire, but really is connecting with the spiritual realm and everything else, and this approach of mastery and courage, and and we even had that here with the Seven of Wands, just really standing our ground and um, doing what we know is right for us, what's right for that everything is that is true for who we are within our hearts. Um, and then I still got her behind me, reminding me. And then we go into the Three of Wands, which is opportunity. And there is, when we close off all that judgment, there's so many opportunities. We realize the limits that we've placed on ourselves are not really limits for us. They don't exist. Um, and then we come into the Seven of Coins here, or the Seven of Pentacles. I'm just asking if I need to keep reading the Pentacles as it, but then that will be it from this one. And really, when we're coming in here, when we come back into the seven, it's really to be patient. We really have to be patient with ourselves as we go through this process. Not beat myself up, beat ourselves up, about not being perfect, right? And that's really there. Gosh, that was a quick little summary that went by went by really fast. I'm so sorry. It's just really been Jen, I don't even know if you're still with me, but Jen kind of knew I've been really wrestling with this today, and not even going on yesterday. And there's this sense of accountability. I am the reader of the week, and Luna is just there edging on for that attention. So I am going to wrap it up actually, but I'm going to ask my guides, our guides, really, if there's anything else I need to pull from or read from. And then should it be the animal spirit deck that's on my desk? And yes, so I'm going to pull from that, pull up Baron Reed. Someone had donated on Ramblin' Nation, Ramblin' Mike, some tarot decks from that were by Color Baron Reed that he's been giving away on his site. I do believe it's the membership site. And he'll be doing a live meet and greet with BB November 6th in Palm Coast at the Palm Coast Community Center. And I'm actually really looking forward to that. I've already have my outfit picked out. I still hope it fits though. Judgment, judgment, judgment. And there's my flyer. There's my fire. Armadillo spirit, set healthy boundaries. I really think this is a perfect conclusion. I'm going to read what is to be said about this. Learning to set healthy boundaries is the gift of the armadillo spirit. You are entering a phase where, in order for you to be in alignment with your intentions and co create your best life, you may have to be discerning and say no to many things that may have been okay for you in the past. This also means that you need to learn where you end and others begin, where it's yours to own and what is not. Knowing your limits and understand that it's an empowering choice to say no to what doesn't feel right. Armadillo Spirit is here to tell you it's time to be honest with yourself about what you really want. Be clear on what you are agreeing to, declare what your needs are, and say no as a full sentence. These are acts of respect and kindness to others as well to yourself. Trust your body's signals, and you will know what to do. Armadillo Spirit guides you in making good decisions that are grounded in a strong sense of what belongs to you and what does not. The protective message here is this is a tricky time, as you may find yourself enmeshed with others, overly concerned with how they will take it if you say no or express how you really feel. Do you feel anxious saying no to someone so you capitulate, even knowing the outcome will not be in your best interest? Do you feel like it's your job to stop someone from facing their challenges? Instead, you might take on their responsibilities, rescuing them instead of giving them the freedom to learn their lessons their way. Perhaps you feel that if they only knew how much you cared, they would change and then all would be well. Armadillo Spirit asks you to be honest with yourself and others, no matter how difficult it may be or how much you may fear losing someone or something. Face your fear, tell the truth, set your boundaries. You will be amazed at the miracles that happen when you let Armadillo Spirit protect you from taking on too much, becoming a people pleaser, and losing your integrity. Another message of protection from Armadillo Spirit is to relax, live and let live. If you or someone else is being defensive, you are called to step back and trust in the Spirit's plan. I really, I am so grateful to the cards as a way for the spirit realm to communicate. I'm grateful for those of you that have tuned in. I am so grateful for the message from the beginning till conclusion. Um, I don't know how you feel about it. And I guess me just anxiously awaiting is also that seek of approval, which I have said I'm not going to do. So, with that, at 8:06 p.m. on this Thursday, August 26th, in this beautiful place in Florida, and surrounded by the love, unconditional love of my animals and of my great tribe at the Divinely Love Spiritual Development Community. And I know, well, I know. So, love and light. Thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow. It is Friday. And until then, pure thoughts, loving words, compassionate heart. And I am so grateful. So, so grateful. Bye. And yes, you have to end. And you have to end.